Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Tiny Arcades, Tiny History. So, last time we made a video, we were talking about Space Invaders. Today we're going to be talking about Tetris. Tetris is one of my personal favorite puzzle games, and a lot of people who don't play video games actually know what Tetris is as well. So that does tell you a lot about the game in and of itself. So same thing with this Tiny Arcade, works the same of course as the Space Invaders does. You can see the top marquee lights up here, you have the color LCD screen, you have the buttons that work, and you have the joystick that works here as well. So with this version, of course, you have the Tetris theme song that plays throughout your whole entire playthrough. Some people may like that, some people may not. You'll also notice this is, of course, the first version. A lot of people in my age played this version on the Game Boy or the Nintendo. That actually is going to lead into the video as well. So we're going to take a closer look at Tetris, and I hope you guys enjoy. A lot of people may not know this, but there are actual arcade machines of Tetris out there. It was back in Russia in 1984 where a man named Alexei Pachinov was working in a research and development center in Moscow. Pachinov had been working on a project in his spare time with a few of his other colleagues and based the idea off of a game called Pentamenos. The rules of Pentamenos might sound familiar to you. You take odd-looking shapes and try to fit them together within a rectangle. The name Tetris is actually a combination of words, the first word being tetra, which is a Latin word for the numeral 4. When you look at a Tetris piece, you'll notice that each puzzle piece is made up of 4 squares. That helps explain the first combo word. The second word is tennis, Pachinov's favorite game. I don't know why he thought tennis was a good idea for a word to use, but I also didn't come up with a multi-million-dollar idea, so I'll shut up and move on. The gameplay is simple. Take the Tetris pieces, also known as tetrominoes, and fit them together. You can spin each piece to fit them together better. Once a row is filled with interlocking pieces, you clear a line and watch the whole line disappear. Clear 5 lines at the same time, called a Tetris, and max out the points you can get in one move. Rinse, wash, repeat. An easy game to learn, but difficult to master. Tetris would remain a hidden gem for a couple of years until a man by the name of Robert Stein saw it on display at an exhibit in Hungary. Stein was able to track down Pachinov and talked about distributing globally. Stein formed an agreement with the Soviet Union, who licensed the rights to him, and in turn he licensed the game out to other distributors, like Atari, who would get the rights for the arcade ports, and Nintendo, who would get the rights for the console ports. Take a guess who won on that agreement. Being that Pachinov was working at a Soviet facility while creating Tetris, he didn't own the game, and thus did not have a say on what happened with it. The timing couldn't be better, as Nintendo had just come out with their now famous gray handheld, and in 1989 bundled every Game Boy with Tetris. That helped Tetris become the best-selling game for the Game Boy, selling over 34 million copies. Thankfully for Pachinov, things changed for the better, and in 1996, he was finally able to claim ownership of the game he created, and the Tetris company was born. Tetris has been a huge influential game throughout the years, with many different titles on many different systems. Just when you think Tetris is fading away, the game manages to rise up out of the ashes like a phoenix and take the world by storm. For example, 2 modern takes on Tetris are Tetris 99 on the Nintendo Switch, where you play with 98 other people around the world trying to score points and knock the other players out to be the last man standing. The other is called Tetris Effect on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and VR. This one lands you in different landscapes that are beautifully put together, with attention to music made for each level. This Tetris game is more for those who are looking for a positive vibe, and you can easily lose yourself playing for hours. I can't recommend this one enough. Thank you guys for stopping by for another video. If you want your hands on one of gaming's most influential puzzle games in tiny arcade form, check out our online store. I'll have a link in the video description. We also have links in our Instagram as well as our Facebook. Don't forget to use code A4GZ10 for 10% off your whole purchase. Once again, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.